Welcome back to Beyond Poksha, where the shadows of history meet the mysteries of the unknown. Tonight, we take you deep inside one of the most haunted places in Egypt, the Baron Palace. Tucked away in the heart of Heliopolis, one of Cairo's most enigmatic neighborhoods, lies a structure that has fascinated locals and visitors alike for generations. Heliopolis itself is a district steeped in history, where the old and new blend seamlessly, and where every street seems to hold a secret. But even among the grand villas and tree-lined avenues, one building stands out, a place that has become the subject of countless stories, rumors, and legends. This is the Baron Édouard Palace, a strange and majestic mansion that has stood for over a century, its silhouette casting long shadows across the city as dusk falls. Built in the early 20th century by the Belgian industrialist Baron Édouard Empain, the palace was intended to be a symbol of luxury and innovation, a testament to the Baron's vision for a modern Cairo. Over the years, its imposing presence has become a landmark, a silent witness to the city's changing fortunes and the passage of time. Unlike any other building in Egypt, the palace's design is a mesmerizing blend of cultures and eras. Its walls are adorned with intricately carved stone statues, each one telling a silent story from a distant land. The craftsmanship is extraordinary. Every detail, from the smallest figurine to the grandest archway, reveals the hand of master artisans who poured their skill and imagination into the palace's creation. These carvings are not just decorations, they are windows into a world of myth and legend, inviting visitors to look closer and wonder about their origins. The palace is covered in bizarre and beautiful motifs inspired by Hindu temples and Buddhist art, a fusion rarely seen in Egyptian architecture. These Eastern influences give the building an otherworldly, almost mystical aura. Walking around the palace, you'll spot dragons, lotus flowers, and deities carved into the stone, symbols that seem to transport you far from Cairo to the temples of India and the shrines of Southeast Asia. This unique blend of styles was a bold statement at the time, reflecting the Baron's fascination with the cultures he encountered during his travels. Its towers and balconies rise high above the ground, their ornate railings and shadowy forms creating the illusion that the palace itself is alive, watching, waiting, and guarding its secrets. At night, the palace takes on an even more mysterious character, its silhouette looming over the neighborhood like a silent guardian. The architecture seems to shift with the changing light, and many have claimed to feel an inexplicable presence as they gaze up at its spires. It's as if the building itself is aware of the stories that swirl around it, yet for all its beauty and grandeur, the Baron Palace is shrouded in mystery. Whispers of strange happenings and chilling tales echo through its empty halls. Some say they've seen ghostly figures drifting through the corridors, or heard footsteps in rooms that should be empty. Others speak of secret tunnels and hidden chambers built to conceal the Baron's most private affairs. Behind its magnificent facade lies a story that has been whispered in fear for decades, waiting to be uncovered. The palace is more than just a building, it is a living legend, a place where history and myth intertwine and where every shadow hides a secret yet to be revealed. Locals say the palace is cursed, that doors creak open on their own, windows slam shut in the dead of night, and strange lights flicker inside even when the palace stood abandoned for decades. Some neighbors swore they heard footsteps echoing through the halls, footsteps of someone who isn't alive. The legend begins with the man who built it, Baron Édouard Empain. He wasn't just any ordinary figure in history. Born in Belgium in the mid-19th century, Empain was a visionary industrialist, an engineer, and a man of immense ambition. He amassed his fortune through railways and infrastructure, and his travels took him all over the world. But it was Egypt that truly captured his imagination. When he arrived in Cairo, he saw endless possibilities, and he dreamed of creating something extraordinary, a palace that would stand as a testament to both his wealth and his fascination with the mysterious. Empain was not content to simply be a bystander in history. He wanted to leave a mark, to build something that would outlast him and inspire awe for generations to come. His story is one of daring, vision, and a relentless pursuit of the unknown. Baron Édouard Empain, a Belgian millionaire, brought this dreamlike palace to life way back in 1911. The palace, with its unique blend of European and Indian architectural styles, was unlike anything Cairo had ever seen. It quickly became a symbol of luxury, innovation, and intrigue, drawing the attention of locals and foreigners alike. Empain's vision was bold. He wanted to create not just a home, but a landmark that would redefine the city's skyline. The construction itself was a marvel, involving artisans and craftsmen from around the world, each contributing their own expertise to the palace's intricate details. The result was a building that seemed to defy the ordinary, with ornate carvings, sweeping staircases, and a sense of grandeur that was almost otherworldly. The palace stood as a beacon of modernity and opulence, a place where the old world met the new in spectacular fashion. There were rumors swirling that he was fascinated by the consumatanateu, people said he collected rare books on mysticism and spent countless hours in his private study, poring over ancient texts and symbols. Some even claimed he was searching for ways to unlock the secrets of life and death. Empain's library was said to be filled with volumes on alchemy, spiritualism, and the arcane arts, subjects that were both controversial and captivating at the time. His interest in the unknown set him apart from his peers, fueling speculation, gossip among Cairo's elite. The Baron's curiosity was insatiable, and he was known to invite scholars, mystics, and adventurers to his palace, eager to discuss the mysteries of the universe. This air of secrecy and intellectual pursuit only added to his enigmatic reputation, making him a figure both admired and feared. Folks whispered that he hosted secret seances and experiments with the spirit world right inside these walls. The palace, shrouded in mystery, became the perfect setting for tales of supernatural happenings, stories that have lingered for generations, adding to the enigmatic legacy of Baron Édouard and his extraordinary creation. Some say that late at night the flicker of candlelight could be seen through the palace windows, and strange sounds would echo through the halls. Guests reported feeling sudden chills or glimpsing shadowy figures moving just out of sight. Whether these stories were born from overactive imaginations or something more, they became woven into the very fabric of the palace's history. Today, the legend of Baron Édouard lives on, not just as a tale of architectural brilliance, but as story of a man who dared to dream, to explore the unknown, and to leave behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and mystify all who encounter it. But honestly, the darkest tale connected to this grand palace is not about its architecture or its mysterious owner, but about a tragedy that struck his family, a story whispered in hushed tones by locals for generations. This is a story that lingers in the very stones of the palace, a shadow that refuses to fade no matter how many years pass. It is a tale that has become inseparable from the identity of the palace itself, casting a long, somber shadow over its grandeur and beauty. According to these stories, there was a woman, her identity shrouded in uncertainty. Some believe she was the Baron's beloved wife, a woman of grace and beauty who captivated everyone she met. Others insist she was his sister, a quiet soul who rarely appeared in public, her presence almost ghostly in the grand halls of the palace. And the truth is, no one can say for sure who she really was, and perhaps that is part of what makes her story so haunting. Her image, whether as wife or sister, is always described as ethereal, almost otherworldly, as if she never quite belonged to this world. She moved through the palace like a gentle breeze, leaving only the faintest trace of her existence behind. Some say she was often seen gazing out of the highest windows, lost in thought, her eyes searching the horizon for something or someone just out of reach. The tale takes a tragic turn one stormy night when, for reasons still debated to this day, she fell from the highest tower of the palace. Some say it was an accident, others whisper of heartbreak, and a few even suggest something more sinister. But all agree on one thing: her fall was sudden, shocking, and left a permanent scar on the palace's history. And the storm that night was said to be fierce, with thunder shaking the very foundations of the palace and lightning illuminating the sky in jagged flashes. Witnesses claim to have seen a figure at the edge of the tower, silhouetted against the storm, moments before the tragedy occurred. The details remain murky. Was she pushed? Did she jump? Or was it a cruel twist of fate? The uncertainty only deepens the sense of loss and mystery that surrounds her death. In the aftermath, the palace was never the same, and the Baron's family withdrew from public life, and the once lively halls grew quiet, as if mourning the loss of the woman whose fate would haunt them forever. Ever since that fateful night, neighbors and passers-by claim that the air around the palace changes after dark. They speak of hearing the chilling sound of a woman's scream echoing through the empty streets, as if her spirit is still trapped in the tower, reliving her final moments over and over again. Some say they have seen a pale figure drifting past the windows, her face pressed against the glass, eyes filled with sorrow. Others report feeling an inexplicable coldness, a sudden shiver that runs down their spine as they walk by the palace gates. The legend has become so deeply rooted in local folklore that even those who do not believe in ghosts find themselves glancing up at the tower, half expecting to see her silhouette against the night sky. Whether fact or fiction, her story endures, woven into the very fabric of the palace, a reminder that even the grandest places can be marked by heartbreak and loss. Me young thrill seekers who, well, dared to sneak inside the abandoned palace have told some really chilling stories. Shadows darting across the marble halls, whispers calling out their names, and cold invisible hands brushing their shoulders. For decades the palace was locked up, avoided, feared. It became a ghostly landmark, its windows like hollow eyes staring into the souls of anyone who passed by. Today, the Baron Palace has been restored and reopened as a tourist site. Yet even now, some visitors whisper about cold spots, flickering lights, and the sense of being watched while walking its corridors. So, what do you believe? Omadius, is the Baron Palace just a beautiful relic of history? Or is it Egypt's most haunted home, hiding secrets that may never be revealed? This is Beyond Poksha, where every story brings us closer to the truth that hides in the dark. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because beyond the ordinary lies the extraordinary.